Mr. President.
Senator from Washington State.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I come to the floor this afternoon to speak on behalf of myself, along with Senator Wyden, about the incredible health care impacts that this tax bill will have on families. You know, it is astonishing just how far my Republican colleagues are willing to run from the truth in order to jam this terrible tax bill through Congress. They said it was going to lower taxes for the middle class. Well, it won't. They claim it's going to create jobs. Experts tell us the exact opposite. And they're once again telling families to place their faith in tired, trickle-down economic theories, and we have seen how that works. It doesn't. Unfortunately, I could go on, but I did come to the floor this afternoon to clear up any remaining confusion about one particular claim that Senate Republicans are making in order to justify handing more tax breaks to massive corporations and the wealthy. Mr. President, the Senate Republican tax bill includes a truly devastating health care change that is going to raise families' premiums. It's going to cause millions of people to lose their coverage, and it is going to create even more chaos and instability in our health care markets. Now, people have rejected every single Republican attempt this year to undermine their health care. So it's pretty worth asking, why are they doing it again? Why are Republicans doing it in this bill? Well, the answer is simple. Republicans wanted to spend the savings from taking away millions of people's health care tax on what? On tax cuts for the rich. Mr. President, taking health care away from families to pay for big corporations' tax breaks is bad enough. You know what makes it even worse is how they're trying to deny what they're doing. Senate Republicans are claiming that if they pass the bipartisan bill that Chairman Alexander and I agreed on, all the damage from the health care sabotage in their tax bill will somehow go away. They couldn't be more wrong. Our bill, the Alexander Murray bill, was designed to shore up the existing health care system and deal with the problems that President Trump and Republicans already created, not to solve the new problems in this awful Republican tax bill. And just yesterday, the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office confirmed that. And here's what they said will happen, regardless of whether Alexander Murray becomes law as well. Premiums will go up 10% each year. 13 million people will lose coverage. And markets will be even more unstable, which experts have said will cause some of our communities to lose their coverage options. Now, Mr. President, there's been some discussion of whether passing something called reinsurance, which is a program designed to help with the cost of enrolling the sickest patients, might mitigate the serious damage that this Republican tax bill would do. Well, the answer is no there as well. This policy is good policy on its own, but it will not stop the premium increases. It will not stop the coverage losses and the chaos that this Republican tax bill will cause. Mr. President, Republicans are doing everything they can to avoid the facts. Doesn't make them go away. And while hiding behind these bipartisan bills might seem like a good talking point here in Washington, D.C., political cover doesn't pay families medical bills or give them their coverage back. It does not help people with pre-existing conditions who may get priced out of the market. It doesn't help people in communities where markets are already unstable thanks to President Trump's year of sabotage, meaning insurers are ready to exit if things get worse. And one more point, Mr. President. Over the last year of roller coasters on health care, there's one thing you could count on, and that is President Trump and the Republican leaders making empty promises. So Republicans who are comfortable voting for this awful tax bill because of promises they got from President Trump, who called his own Trump Care bill mean when it suited him, and Republican leaders who've written check after check they couldn't cash on health care, are placing a bet that is more than risky. In fact, this bet is so risky, it requires House Republicans voting in favor of supporting Obamacare changes that they have already said that they oppose. Mr. President, if you spent 5 minutes in this Congress, you should know getting House Republicans to support Obamacare is as tough as a sell as it gets. But the truth is, if Republicans are serious about not undermining families' health care, there's a very easy way for them to actually do that. Step back from the brink right now. Work with Democrats on health care and taxes in ways that actually help, not hurt, the people we are supposed to be here to serve. They're far down the road, I understand, but it's not too late. They can turn around. It's not too late to do the right thing, and that's what we're asking. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor.